Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Kyra and today we are doing a brand new tag here on YouTube. It is the Beautiful Christmas tag created by Debbie Knoblauch. Debbie is such a sweet person. She is a wonderful human being. If you are not subscribed, if you haven't heard of her, I'm going to have her information as well as her tag video linked down below in the description box as well as up in the cards. And let's go ahead and get into this. I've only watched one person's video. It wasn't Debbie's. And I just kind of like to do tags off the cuff. I know that I'll be showing some products in this video, so we'll just pull those as we go along. The very first question is, if you were to pick one Christmas gift, beauty related, to receive for Christmas, what would it be? This is tricky because I have bought a ridiculous amount of makeup, especially in the month of November, but it is spilling over into the beginning of December here. However, if I could ask for one extravagant thing, something I would never buy for myself, something that my husband would surely faint over the price, it would be the Natasha Denona green brown palette. I believe it's green brown. So beautiful. I have friends that own it and I just think it's beautiful. I love green eyeshadow, but it also has a lot of neutral in there and I'm totes into neutrals right now, and that would be my number one on my list. Next, if you created a Christmas eye look, would you use red or green? I probably gave away my answer in the first question, but it would absolutely be green, most likely green and gold, kind of like what I'm wearing today. I love green eyeshadow. My house is actually more decorated with red. I have sort of what I like to call cabin Christmas chic theme going on. I have like a red and black plaid thing going on this year, but eyeshadow, totally green. I can think of quite a few palettes that I would absolutely pull for this, including the chocolate gold palette, because I really love the two greens in here. You have this more Kelly Christmas green, which would be perfect, and then you have a little bit more of an olive tone down here. So that, and this is in my Shop My Stash for December, so who knows, I might just pull out a green look with that. Next is, what new Christmas rollout beauty item excites you the most and why? This is not released yet, but I'm just dying to know what Tati Beauty is going to release next. Originally, she had talked about releasing it on Black Friday, but then chose not to because the pre-orders for the second round of the textured neutral palettes have not shipped yet. I'm one of those people that's anxiously waiting that, but I'm super excited to see what's next for Tati Beauty. She did an interview with, I don't want to say the wrong thing, but a news type thing. I will link that video down below for you in case you're curious. But she just talked all about the launch of Tati Beauty, and she teased that something new is coming and it was going to be a game changer for everyone. So I'm really keen to find out what it is. I'm curious if it's going to be something for the complexion. Who knows, but I'm really excited, and I hope she still releases it this year, but it kind of sounded like she was going to wait until next year, you know, so that everybody has their textured neutral palettes out, and I think that's really cool. I think she absolutely could have rolled out a new release, and you know, regardless of whether people had their second launch palettes or not, and she chose not to. And I think that's a really good business practice. I think that's really keeping the customer in mind, which is what brands should really do. Thinking about Christmas past, is there a beauty favorite item that you received? What was that item, and do you still have it? And yes. Last year for Christmas, the first of many extravagant, luxurious products that my husband gifted to me was this little beauty right here. It is the Ambient Lighting Edit Unlocked palette from Hourglass. Looks like this. This is also in my Shop My Stash for December. The theme is Makeup of Christmas Past, and this was from 2018. I love this palette. I have some of it on my face today, these finishing powders specifically. I've been using it a lot since I put it in my Shop My Stash, and I love it. I think it was worth, for me, every bit of the $80 that it costs. I think I'm gonna have it for a long time. I absolutely travel with this a ton. Like, this is my first choice for a face palette because I also can get eye looks out of it, and it has powder in it, which not a lot of face palettes do. You know, you get a lot of them where you have like a bronzer, a highlight, and some blush, but this has 2 finishing powders, and I love it. Love, love, love. And if you missed this last year and you're still wanting it, they did re-release the shades in this palette in the ghost packaging, just so you know. Not recommending you go out and buy it. That's your decision. Disclaimers. If you had to pick one brand to receive for Christmas, what one would it be? I think I'll give 2 answers on this because I want to not just talk about luxury makeup, although I'm really into it right now. There's also a lot of drugstore and affordable brands that I would love to receive. So high-end, absolutely Charlotte Tilbury. I got to try out both of her holiday releases this year, thanks to the hubby that spoils me. You have the instant look and a palette where you get 3 eyeshadows, 2 blush, a bronzer, and a highlight. Loved being able to try all of those face products as well as the eyeshadow formula, and the eyeshadow formula absolutely caused me to want this baby right here, which is actually what I have on my eyes today. I have this little trio called the Dream Glow Trio. 7 looks, 1 palette coming on this soon. That is why I'm wearing it today, so I hope you'll get excited for that. If I had to pick an affordable brand to receive for Christmas, it would probably be ColourPop. I've actually ordered a couple of ColourPop palettes recently, and I'm just really into their makeup. I'm loving their blush sticks and their highlighter sticks. I'm wearing a lippy stick today in the shade Brink. Not my favorite matte formula, but I love the colors and I love the price. So, but there's a lot I haven't tried from ColourPop that I would love to try. Specifically, I'd love to try their new metallic liquid liners. I think that would be really fun, and I like the price point compared to things like the Urban Decay glitter liners. What else? I would love to try a blush or a bronzer or even a highlight. I am loving Super Shock cheek face products lately. I have Between the Sheets and then Flexitarian and Lunch Money. I'm still testing these out, but I am enjoying them very much. Do you change your skincare routine for the winter? Any tips or tricks? I do change my skincare for the winter a little bit. I tend to go for a little bit heavier moisturizer. I go from using sort of a light gel-like moisturizer at night, which is generally the Neutrogena Hydro Boost gel moisturizer during the warm months, and then I go to using the CeraVe, I think it's the Skin Renewing Night Cream. So I go with a little bit heavier moisturizer. I do tend to moisturize my skin more in the morning as well. Lately I've been using the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base because it's not only moisturizing, but it acts like a primer or a barrier between your skin and your makeup as well. And I think hydrated skin is the name of the game, regardless of your skin type, because even oily skin needs moisture. And when you have moisture, you're less likely to have such deep pores. Your fine lines are less likely, you know, they're not as obvious when your skin is hydrated. And so that would be my number one tip, would be to adjust your moisture content, whether that's adding a serum like a hyaluronic acid serum or something else like Matrixyl that is very, very hydrating. I just say moisturize, moisturize, moisturize. This is the question that actually cracked me up. The video that I did watch was from my girl GlamWithKelly, and I will link her video down below in the description box. But she had the exact same answer that I'm going to give you. The question is, Christmas gatherings, are you no makeup, everyday makeup, or full glam? And for me, ever since starting YouTube, and especially within the last year, it's either no makeup at all, like Zippo, or it's full glam or full beat, at least. Not necessarily glam with glitter and a bold lip or anything, but I do full beat just about every day. Because I love makeup, because I'm an enthusiast, because putting makeup on and creating art on my face is my jam. That's my happy place. That's something I look forward to every single day. And honestly, we don't have any family here in the state in which we live, and so we don't even see anybody on Christmas. We mostly stay home. We might go see the besties at some point, but they could care less if I had makeup on or not. I just love putting on makeup, and when I do, it's always a full beat. Your favorite palette from your collection that gets you in a Christmas mood, and why? So I have a newer palette that I also feel the same way about, but I don't think it's fair to include it in this video. So I'm going to give you my first thought. And this was a palette I couldn't wait to put in my Shop My Stash for December, because it does make me feel holiday and festive and Christmas. It's the ABH Sultry palette. I love this, as you'll be able to tell by the usage in this palette. The reason I think this makes me feel Christmassy, it makes me feel holiday, is the rich, rich metallic shadows in here. I flippin' love this Cyborg shade. It almost has like just the tiniest tinge of like lavender to it, and it is gorgeous on the eyes. I also really love this pink and this gold. I love all of the shades. I like this shade Cinder that's pretty taupey. And while it's very, very neutral, it feels very, very special on the eyes to me. And it does make me feel glam. And for me, glam is like right on the same level as holiday. When I think holidays, no matter whether it's Valentine's Day or what have you, I think glam for the holidays. And this is the most glam palette that I have. Well, maybe not the most glam palette that I have, but this is 100% glam. And since I've mentioned it several times, I will go ahead and link my Shop My Stash for December up in the cards in case you missed it. The next question is your favorite Christmas red lipstick for the holidays. Again, I have two. And the reason being that the first one is the Hank and Henry, Lip Aesthetic Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Petal Pusher. This is getting old, and the formula, well, maybe not. Maybe we'll just have one. I'll give an honorable mention. I love this because it doesn't know what it wants to be, but on me, it looks very, very red. But it's like a dusty, bricky red with maybe a tinge of rose in it. I love this. I love how it looks on me. It feels festive without feeling like I have a glaring red lip on, which can be intimidating. Also, I like this because it's a liquid lipstick, and when I wear red or any other bold color, I want this puppy to stay in place. I don't want to have to worry about it bleeding outside the lip line or smearing or anything like that. I definitely don't want any kind of weird wear down on the center of my lips, anything like that. So this is a beautiful holiday red for me. Honorable mention though, especially because this was a gift from my beautiful 11-year-old daughter, Hannah, the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink Crayon. This is the shade Own Your Empire. And she purchased this for me with her own money because she says I need to wear red lipstick more, and I have to agree, and I love this formula. This is a blue-based red for me, but it's kind of a mid-tone, so it is flattering. I don't feel like it's too stark like a deeper red might be, or a more orangey red. I don't like that type of red on myself personally. It's got to be blue based, or it has to be like grayed out or something like that in order for me to feel comfortable wearing it with my skin tone and all of that. And I love this formula. It is a bullet lipstick, but it is super long lasting as well as comfortable. So I highly recommend that formula. And Hank and Henry, who even knows where you can get this? I got this in a BoxyCharm a long time ago. Probably my favorite lip I ever got from BoxyCharm. So there's that. The last question is, if you are planning on shopping for beauty items for Christmas, where is your go-to place to shop? Example, Sephora, indie brand, Ulta. Ulta. I'm mad at Sephora. I have had issues getting my packages recently, and I just don't think their customer service is very good. When I do have issues, they don't try to remedy that by like offering extra points or anything like that. That being said, I also don't think their point system is very good. I used to love getting the little sampley things to try new things, and I do occasionally still do that because there are products that I specifically buy from Sephora a lot of the time, hair products being one of them. But so lately I've been shopping much more on Ulta. I love that they're carrying Sunday Riley now because I do love the Luna Night Sleeping Oil, and it's expensive and I would love to get points on it. In fact, when I ordered my replacement, I got a boatload of points, which is cash for money, really. So I did a lot of Christmas shopping at Ulta this year for my bestie, for her daughter, for my daughter, even my son, and myself, of course. So yeah, I love Ulta, and I love that during the holiday season they do a lot of like 5 times the points. Pretty sure I mentioned this in another video, but I got the Cali Contour palette for free when I ordered like 2 or 3 palettes and got 10 times the points on those palettes. I got this for free. So if you're not, aware of or taking advantage of the point system at Ulta, do go and check it out on their website or their app because it is fab. And that is it. I will tag a few people down in the description box below. Debbie asked that we tag 5 people. If you've already been tagged, I apologize. I am now going to go and watch everyone else's videos, including Debbie's, because I like things to be off the cuff. I don't like to hear other people's answers before I give my own. And thank you so much for spending part of your day here with me today. I appreciate each and every single one of you who chooses to like, subscribe, and watch my videos. And with all of that said, I hope all of your makeup days are absolutely beautiful Christmas makeup days. And I will see you in my next video real soon.